Joe Joe in the morning family. I hope everybody is having an absolute amazing day. I got something very, very good that I want to share with you today. Before I get started, a few quick announcements. One, if you want to know more about our mentoring program, we will be cranking back up strong in July. In the links below, there is a place to sign up. Also, I want to give a shout out to my friend who makes these amazing caps, Power. Good news, phenomenal conversation starters when you're out and about to, bring out the word of God. People say, good news. Yeah, man, you got the good news. What's power mean? Holy Ghost power, man. It's just great stuff. The links below. Check out Kingdustry. They got some phenomenal caps. All right, let's get into this. I want to talk to you about your sweet spot, your golden hour, your time. And it's different for everybody, okay? There is a time of day. For some people, it may be 90 minutes. For some people, it may be 2.5 hours. Some it may be 3 hours. And some of you may have 2 times of the day. But there is a certain place, a spot in your day that your mind and your creativity is at an extreme high. Let me tell you, I wake up in the morning, I go to prayer with my coffee, eat my breakfast bar for my health company, and drink about 2 cups of coffee. Then I generally go get on my mountain bike, get me a few miles in on my mountain bike, come in, work out, prayed up, have my coffee, worked out. Our company now has amino acids, so my body's flowing, take my shower. I'm like early it's probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock, about that time, and I'm like focused, focused. From about 8 to about 10:30, that's when I do most of my videos. I'm locked in like, woo! My microphone went red, y'all see that? So that's my time. Then, after lunch and stuff, I do different things, talk to a lot of people in our mentoring. And then I've got another spot that's usually around like that 4 to 5:30 range that I'm like, I crank back up in, and then I can do a lot of creative stuff then. Well, other times in my day, I'm working. A lot of times I'm like reading a book or something, but I use my best time as my creative time. Now, Jesus, Mark 1:35, got up early in the morning, went to a solitary place where he prayed. Early in the morning. Mark 6:46. Basically, Jesus put the disciples to bed and then went on a mountain to pray. Jesus had different times. You may have different times. The thing about those 2 verses is Jesus started his day by himself, ended his day by himself. I personally believe you should pray right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. I'm not talking about getting by your bed and going, Lord, now I lay me down to sleep. I'm not talking about that. I'm not about praying, spend some time with the Lord. But where is your time? I've got a friend, her family runs a multi-million-dollar business that they started, and she said, when my whole family goes to bed, about 11 o'clock to 1 in the morning is my time. I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to get a prophetic dream about that time. And other people are different. Me, I'm a morning person. I just love the morning. And so everybody's different. I know some people, they say right after lunch, I have 1 cup of coffee. And about 1:30 to 4, I'm like, whoa, super focused. Everybody has their time. When you learn to use that time for your creativity, your whatever it may be, that when you really need to think the best and be on point and to be fresh and focused, you need to put certain tasks during that time, okay? Like, I don't need to be doing no videos at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night because I'm kind of winding down a little bit, kind of getting sleepy. And how would y'all like me to? Hey, what's up, Joe Joe? Good morning, man. Hope you're having a real good day, man. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a good day. But I got some. That wouldn't work. Okay, okay. And so everybody has their time. One of my kids, their time's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They just it's just that's when they're focused. And so everybody's different, but you've got to be able to find your time or times. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to block schedule, and like when I'm reading the Word, like when I got this is my Bible, I keep 1,000. I got my Bible, I got my phone on silent, and it is not on vibrate, and it's not on flashing. Sometimes people have the phone on silent, but it'll kind of vibrate, or the light will flash. When I'm hanging out with Jesus, I don't need it. I don't. That's the most important conversation I can be having. Whenever I'm working on something, whenever I'm shooting a YouTube video, Joe Joe in the Morning, Prophetic Weekly, I've got my phone on airplane mode. Nothing gets through. And so I have created the times in the day according to, like, in parts of the day when you're kind of tired, not tired, but not as energetic, you can push through and work through on certain things. And so, like, that's not the time to have family time when you're tired. You need to give them good time. And everybody's just different. And this is next level thinking, okay? This is the type of stuff I talk about on the mentoring. A lot of people, like, I remember this guy, he just said, man, my wife and kids are just frustrated because they say I'm always tired. I said, well, explain your day. And he said, man, I get up early in the morning and I go jog, and I jog about an hour. I come in, get a shower, go to work 8 hours. When I get off work, I go to the gym for about an hour and a half, take a shower at the gym, and get home. I said, so you get home 7:30 at night, you've worked 8 hours, you worked out an hour and a half, you ran for 30 minutes. I bet you are tired. Your family deserves good time. Like whenever I'm writing, I never, ever, ever write when I'm tired. It's a jumbled up hot mess if I do. I don't work on messages when I'm tired. Whenever I'm tired and I'm still needing to work, that's when I message a whole lot of people. That's when I do different things that's just like work. It's not like the creative stuff. I don't go to prayer a lot when I'm tired, because I want to be fresh. And so you're just going to have to categorize your day, prioritize your day, to be able to be effective in what you're doing. Like, I don't watch hardly any TV, but if my wife wants to watch a movie, I'll watch a movie with her. Or if the kids want to watch something, I will. I can do that later at night and just kind of relax, chill, hang out. I can do that. But like in my peak time, I can't sit still. I'm just like rolling. And so hopefully this helped you today. I see so many people who waste the best time of the day, or they don't apply the most important thing at the best time of the day. And some of you may disagree, but people would talk about, I don't give the best part of my day to prayer. I give it to something else. It really didn't have a lot of value. A lot of times you can prioritize things as they are of value to where you put your time. If something's not that big of a value, but you're going to do it, don't give it the best time slot of the day. Don't give it when you have peak energy. Like when in the afternoons, I have a special prayer time in the afternoons, and I come out like fired up a prayer. And that's usually when I do some afternoon videos. Excuse me. I got up super early. But I get that time. And so I've positioned times in the day. And so hopefully this helps somebody. I just see a lot of people who they don't take breaks during the day. Make sure you rest. Make sure you take breaks. I know people that I had a guy who built with his hands, and he said, "Man, I start my day, and my first 2 hours I build so good, and then the next 2 hours is kind of slacking. Then after lunch, I come in and I start building good again, and then I kind of start going down." I said, "Man, break up your time. Work for 90 minutes. Take you 10, 15-minute break. Work for a little bit. Take you a little bit of a break." My oldest daughter's working with me at the church this summer a lot on her ministry and helping me with my personal ministry and our church some. And so there's just times during the day I'll be like, "Hey, let's go get an unsweet tea." But she don't drink coffee, but let's go get a coffee, and she'll go get a green tea or something. We got this cool place that's got little drinks called refreshers or quenchers, and so we'll just kind of get out and drive and go get something. It'll take 15, 20 minutes, and every time we come back, our mind is sharp. You took a break, and so I just want to encourage you. Stay fresh in your mind. You can get more done. I was listening to a video the other day, and this one guy, he said he breaks his day up into 3 parts. That he goes in and will work like 4 hours, a lunch break, and this is just not a break. You got to understand what he's saying. Then like 3 hours hard, and then like go to the gym, and then 3 hours hard again, and he breaks different things that he does. And so I look at, like, here's Roar. That's our church, health coaching, YouTube, books. Then we've got some more businesses, housing business, different things. I position my time properly. And if you don't plan your day, you'll just look at the end of the day. I was in one of my mentorings I do. Somebody was, "Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so busy. I'm so busy." I said, "Well, what do you do?" "Oh, I'm so busy." "Okay, great. You've told me 4 times you're busy. What do you do?" And so they started talking. I was like, you don't really do a lot." They said, "Oh, I do. I'm so busy." We discovered that she works between 2.5 to 3 hours a day. She thought she worked 13 hours a day. That sounds crazy, doesn't it? No. People do it all the time. I used to talk about how busy I was until I started planning the night before what I would do. And then I would be gone working for 12 hours. I was only doing 6 hours worth of work. I condensed that down into a 3-hour time period. Now I was able to do more things. You can have what you can manage. There's no idle time for a successful person, because there's always something else they could be doing. There's always another video I could release. There's always a new coach I could start on our health coaching business. I could get a new client. I could talk to somebody else in our church. I could work on another book. I could look at another property. I could add a few more people to our mentoring. I'll be adding some more in July. You can always do more for successful people if you learn how to manage. I could always take my wife on another date. Family is everything to me. So really working on our time and working on leaving a legacy, that's powerful. So, my dear Joe Joe in the morning family, I hope you're having a great day. Hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope this helped you today. All right? You have a blessed time.